All right, happy Easter, my Faith Formation families. I hope you all had a really good Easter. I got to see some of you at Masses, so I am happy about that as always. It's good to see people starting to come back and get used to things. More and more people are getting vaccinated, and it's looking like we may soon be able to have more and more people in the churches. So I hope that you're all doing well with whatever you're comfortable with, and I hope that you're able to get vaccinated if that's available to you. Okay, what do we got going on this week? We've got a lot going on this week. All right, so first and foremost, congratulations, confirmation students. You will be making confirmation Tuesday night, April 13th. If you don't know by now, I don't know how you could not know by now. I have all the paperwork in and we are good to go. You all showed up for your interviews. God bless every one of you. I'm so proud of you. Um, and we are set for that. So there'll be more information about that below. Just some final details. Uh, I'll go in order of the classes here, but I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you first and foremost, because that's a really big deal. It's a 2-year process and it's not a small task in the middle of a pandemic. So we are praying for you and we look forward to celebrating and rejoicing with you after you make your confirmation this week. All right, so K through 5, you guys are going to have a Zoom class. And if you haven't realized by now, that's the same night as confirmation. So I will not be teaching kindergarten that night. So my darling kindergarten class, I'm making a video for you. So you'll have a video from me. I will be online that night just to help get second grade and fifth grade sorted into classrooms. And then I will be logging off. And so the rest of you that have Zoom that night, you'll be fine. I just won't be teaching because I will do that and then I have to go to the confirmation. Okay. So no worries. I'll have plenty of content for you. I will miss all of you, my kindergartners, but I'm going to leave plenty for you to do in the newsletter below. So at your leisure, enjoy that. The diocese doesn't tell us what the confirmation is until like we just found out like a couple weeks ago. So it wasn't anything I could kind of switch around in enough time. So I hope that you won't miss me too much anyway. And we've got a few more classes, so we'll be all right. All right, so K through 5, you have Zoom on Tuesday night. If your link isn't below, it means your teacher has sent you the credentials in a separate email at some point. So use whatever ones are available for you. If you aren't sure of what that is, then the email for your teacher is in the box with the teacher below under their name, so you can feel free to email them. 6 and 7, you have a home study that's down below. And again, if you don't see it below, it means your teacher's sending it to you directly. My grade 6 class, I have a video for you that I have prepared. I'm not sure how many of you are still with me, but hopefully we'll make it to the end anyway, for those of you that are hanging on virtually. 8 and 9. All right, so it is for year 2, grade 9. It is your confirmation, but it's your for both 8 and 9. It's going to be your final class for this year. Okay, we were going to have you do, grade year 1. We were going to have you go an extra week, but it really doesn't make sense since grade 2 is wrapping up this week. We're going to wrap everybody up together. So this will be your last class. You'll feel free to join us for activities in May that I'm going to outline next newsletter. You're welcome to join all that. But as far as your official class for year 1 confirmation or year 2, that'll be that night, this Sunday. Okay, so your credentials for login are below, and make sure you get on there, even if it's just to kind of say, way to go, we're there, it's your last class, and but it's important, and it's a refresher for us to refresh all the details too of confirmation. So all right, and 10 through 12, grades 10 through 12, you have a presentation about how to the Pope's initiative to help the environment and some things that are going on with Laudato Si. We touched on it a little bit last year, but we could literally do it every year. It'd still be just as important. So I am going to include some of those things in your presentation. I hope you enjoy that. And then First Eucharist. Whew, signups went out, I'm sure, and I've heard from a lot of you. If I haven't responded to you, it just means I've really been all into confirmation this week, as you can imagine. So your signups went out, but I haven't been able to adjust them. I know some people signed up for the wrong one, etc. I have time to adjust that starting on Wednesday. So if you can just bear with me another couple days after confirmation is done, I can jump into sorting that. But I still see there's plenty of spaces. The last I checked, anyway. Maybe by the time you get this, that is not the case. But if you did not sign up for a Mass, please be sure to do so. If you're having trouble signing up, send me an email and then I will get you all straightened out later in the week. Okay. All right. And there's lots of offerings for First Eucharist. So that's to kind of, we didn't want to limit how many family members that you could bring. We wanted you to be able to invite aunts, uncles, grandparents, because so many people are vaccinated now. So all we did was limit how many families at a time were going to be able to make their first communion. Okay, so it's not like last year when I had to count every seat for obvious reasons. Now it's a little bit more open. So we're just saying, those spots are available per family. Okay, and if you all live in the same household, you all, sit together. That's why I'm just having you sign up under your last name, because whoever's in your household all sits together. And that's how we're doing that. Okay, there'll be a lot more details about that coming up in the next couple of weeks. As far as First Eucharist class goes, so as I mentioned in the last week's video, for those of you that watched that or paid attention to that, um, so because of spring break and Easter break, now Mrs. Vacanti and I are kind of flip flopped, right? So now I worked on chapter 6 last Wednesday. She's working on chapter 6 Sunday. Okay, so they had 3 o'clock class on Sunday. This week is a Zoom class, and we're talking about chapter 6. But then the following Wednesday is chapter 7 for my class, and it's a home study. Both of those videos are on the newsletter. So, however, we're getting toward the end. And then we'll move into talking about what chapter 8 is going to look like in rehearsal, and then our big day. So it's coming quick. It won't be long now at all, less than a month. So um, if you have any questions about that, feel free to reach me. I do have as many videos on the newsletter, so if for some reason things get crazy and you're not sure where you're supposed to be and what you're doing, the videos are here to guide you through the book. So what's important is you get through all 8 chapters of that book, and then we can be able to rehearse. Okay? All right. That's it for all that stuff. Special thank you to those that donated to the Sister Regis food cupboard. We were able to deliver like 2 full carloads of food, and they were so beyond thrilled. They just could not thank you all enough. So, thank you for those that did bring things in. We really appreciate that. Certainly, there's a lot of hardship going on in our world right now, so anything we can do to help is always a good idea. And I think that's all I have. Oh, I lied. One more thing, not intentionally. Um, some of you have been asking about summer vacation Bible camp, and I did address it in the last video, but I'm just going to keep reiterating it because I know not everybody watches these videos to the end, and I get that. Totally understand that. But if you are still sticking around and watching this, it's not going to look the way that it always has. It's not going to be a Monday through Thursday or a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What I'm looking to do for the summer, because we still have variants of the virus and we still have people that are kind of, kids are getting vaccinated last, right? So we don't really know where that's going. Things are changing all the time. So to avoid having to start and stop planning and trying to get everybody, I decided to do major, like not major, but outdoor events this summer, like outdoor drive-in movie or something like that we're going to do. I'm still in the developing phase of that, to do them outside safely, socially distant, but still fun. We're going to do that kind of stuff. And then next year, hopefully, jump back into regular vacation Bible camp as long as everybody's safe and vaccines are working and effective. We're still not quite out of the woods for this summer. And in order to make it safe, safety is always first, right? So I do apologize for those that really count on that vacation Bible camp. I just don't have the means, the staff, the ability to do it as safely as it really absolutely has to be this summer. So we're going to do some other fun things instead. But that's all temporary. That's just this year. Next year we'll be back up and running, I promise you. Okay. All right. That's really truly now all I have. I hope you have a great week, a blessed Easter week. Enjoy the sunshine. My goodness, look at this beautiful sun today. God is so good to us, isn't He? So keep me in your prayers. Keep our confirmation candidates in your prayers and our first Eucharist candidates in your prayers. These are all exciting, beautiful, wonderful sacraments, and we're so happy for all of them, because it's such a blessing during this year. So, all right, everyone, take care. God bless, and we'll see you soon.